Hey everybody, this is the first time you've seen one of my videos. I'm Mark with Southwind Coin Rings, and today I'm going to make a ring from this American Silver Eagle 2023. I'm making this for a customer. It's going to be a size 12. So let's get started. So first thing we'll do is anneal the coin, and annealing will make the metal softer, easier to work with. So let's do that. That should do it. So this is a 0.999 pure silver, and that's pretty soft metal, but it's still a good idea to anneal it. Definitely won't hurt. Alright, so let's move on to the next step, which will be to punch a hole. And I'm going to be doing a 5/8 inch hole today. So we'll put in the 5/8 inch die. And then we'll take a couple of pieces of paper towel and lay them on top of that pedestal. That'll help to protect the detail. And then the coin will go in. And when I screw this lid down, it will center the coin on top of that punch pedestal. Punch goes in, and now we'll move over here to the hydraulic press. And we'll punch the hole. All right. And here's our center that we punched out. All right, so now we'll take the coin out of the punch, move on to the next step. But first, we need to knock that punch out of the coin. There we go. All right, now the coin has kind of a rough edge where that punch went through it, and that can cause a problem and cause the coin to split when we start stretching it. So I'm going to take a deburring tool and shave that edge clean. My holder, here it is. Right now, just shave this edge down to some nice solid metal. Turn it over and hit the other side. And get the center. It's pretty good, but I'm going to go ahead and take this sanding block and just sand it a little bit, just to make sure. Yeah, that's good. All right, now we move on to the next step, which will be to start turning this into a ring shape. Because right now it's just a coin with a hole in it. So we'll move over here to the arbor press to do this part. Okay, so we want this side to be on the outside of the ring, so that will go down in this die. We need to get that centered up real nice, level, get it centered under the ram. Then I'll take this plastic ball and now we'll start pushing that down into the die. And make sure that it goes down straight. Looks like it's going down pretty good. This part's really critical. We want the walls to be straight, even all the way around. Okay, ran into a little bit of a problem there. So we'll move over to this dapping block. First I need to straighten it out. These are kind of tough coins to work with. I'll straighten this guy out. Okay. That's better. We'll change over to this. Now I've got it reduced in the diameter a little bit so we can change to the dapping block, which is a little easier to work with. The coins don't have as much a tendency to go off center in this tool. Okay, here we go. Alright, that's better. Alright, so now we'll go to finish the folding. Let's see, let's get the best tool for the job there. That'll work. I'll switch over to this composite cone. I would normally use a stainless steel, but this soft silver, I think we can use the composite to do the folding. Make sure that's level. Okay. Oops. Okay, that looks pretty good. So let's go ahead and start pushing it down. Alright, that looks pretty good. Alright, so there the fold is complete. So now the next step will be to start reducing this side to be equal with this cut side. And I'll do that using what's called a Swedish wrap. Now this is the largest coin pretty much that I work with, so I'm going to have to get the big die out, I think. Well, maybe not. Alright, so I got the coin wrapped. Now let's see if it'll go into this die. We start in the big die. Push it down a little bit. Use a different pusher on this big die. So let's go ahead and we'll push that down, get started, and then if we can, we'll move over to the other tool, the smaller one. We'll get it to go down as far as we can on this one. Alright, we should be able to switch to the smaller size now. Yeah, you know, I'm going to have to rewrap it. No worries. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. I'll push that down kind of level with the surface of the die, and then we'll get the pusher on it. Okay, here we go. I'm just going to push it down a little bit at a time and turn the tool. That'll help us to get a nice even reduction. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look, see what it looks like. This tape wants to keep coming off for some reason, but oh well, tape's cheap. Yep, gonna have to wrap it again. And we're starting to get what we want. Let's go ahead and check the size. We're gonna have to stretch. Let's see, it's at 13 now. I think that's okay. Because we want to, the target size is 12, but we always stretch it up above the target so that we, when we reduce it, we have a chance to shape the ring the way we want it. Alright, so let's go ahead and wrap it up again. As we get down to these sides being closer to being even, we won't have this tape issue. Alright, here we go. Even it up again, since the tape kind of increases the diameter of it, so just want to make sure that it's level before we start using the pusher. Alright, so we were at this line right here before, so yeah, now we're just compressing the tape. So now we're getting down to compressing the coin. So let's go down maybe halfway, or I'll go a quarter of the way and then turn it. We've got these lines on here to help reference our progress. Okay, we'll go one more. Now let's take a look. Yeah, it's going to stay on there this time, I believe. Let's go ahead and give it a couple more wraps around the rim, if we can get that to stay on. Just give it a few wraps, if I can get that to stay on, that is. Okay, I'm going to be real careful with it. Just go down to that black line there. Okay. Now let's check it. Okay, we're looking pretty good. But we will give it a couple more wraps around that rim. I want to keep it covered. Okay, now let's push it back down to that dark line that we were at. Right there. Give it a twist. Give it a twist. And let's take a look. There we go. Now our tape's starting to stay on. This side's starting to reduce now. You can see this blue line is going to start moving down, and what that means is that the pressure is being applied to the whole face of the ring. Right now it's still mostly in this area. Okay, feels like it maybe could be annealed again. Starting to feel like it's work hardening. Or it could be because we got so much tape on it too. Well, it's about time to think about changing to a different tool. It's getting close to coming out the bottom. But let's take this tape off and check everything out. Got a lot of tape on here. I can find the end. Alright, so let's see where we are. Everything's looking pretty good. Twelve and a half on the cut side. Yeah, 12 and a half. Alright, so let's keep pressing. We're getting real close though. Things are going to start happening pretty fast. Alright, so let's come back over here and anneal. Right, back to the arbor press. Okay, now we'll wrap it up. There's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so we need to be careful now because we're getting close to coming out the bottom. We don't want to do that because that can kind of damage the exterior of the ring. So that got us down. Got the tape compressed. Let's see where we are. We can't go much further. We're going to have to change tool here pretty quick. Just to be safe, I'm going to put this on the pedestal so we don't jam it into the die plate if it does start to peek through. I've had that happen before. Alright, that's probably about as far as we want to go with this tool. Yeah. Alright, time to change. Now is when things really start to happen fast. Matter of fact, we've already gone below 12. So we're going to have to stretch it a little bit here. So that's the reason we go above the target size, because see, we're still not straight across here. So I should have gone 2 sizes over instead of just 1. Oh, we just about got it. There we go. Alright, so let's take a good close look at it. Cut sides at 12. I think I'm going to stretch it. Let's stretch it up to 13. So we'll come over here. Before we do that, let's go ahead and cut this rim out of here and see what that gives us. If we're lucky, that might increase the size enough to put us where we want to be. I doubt it, but we'll see. I couldn't be that lucky. Okay, so we'll carefully cut that rim out of there. Don't want to go too deep because I don't want to scrape into that detail on the inside. I want to keep that nice and crisp and untouched. There, I think that's good. when we get over to the finishing bench, we can sand that a little bit more. Let's see what that got us. Well, right at 12, right on the button. Well, no, actually, this side, we need to stretch that side a little bit. So now we'll go to the ring stretcher. Open that cut side up. I wrap this paper towel around this stainless steel just to help protect that detail on the inside. Oh. So that almost gave us a straight wall across there. Very close. So we're at a tight 12 there. Alright, let's take a close look at this. This is still just a little bit. I might be able to use my wall straightening tool to open that side up a little bit without stretching the reed side. Yeah, I can. Alright, so let's go ahead. We'll move back over here to the arbor press again. Get the wall straightening tool out. Okay, need to get the right size cap, because I'm going to set that down on there like so. We don't want this hole to be too big, or could possibly push the ring down into it. Let's try this one. That definitely will not go through, but let's see if everything looks okay. We don't have too much room to push it. Now, you know what? I think I'm going to go back to this one and just make sure it's centered up good on there. Take a little bit of coconut oil. It'll help it slide down through there. All right. Now you might be able to see that side open up when I press. Yeah, there we go. Looks like that gave us what we wanted. Yeah. Okay, so now I need to go to another larger size so we can push this cone off there. There we go. There we go. Now let's take a look. Yeah, I'm liking the looks of that. Let's see where we are on size. Right at 12. Okay. All right. I think we can move over to the finishing bench now. Things are looking pretty good here. All right, I'll see you over there in a minute. All right, so now the deburring tool kind of left some rough edges in there. So I'm going to take my trusty Dremel tool, and we're going to use a diamond bit, or diamond burr, actually more accurate. And we're going to clean that edge up, make it nice and smooth, and then we'll sand it with sandpaper. Really have to be careful here because one small slip could cause all kinds of problems, so let's be very careful here. Okay, now we'll change to a finer grit. Go down to a 600 grit. I think that one was like 400. Smooth it out a little bit before we hit it with the sandpaper. Okay, that looks pretty good. Alright, so now we'll move things over here to the sanding tool, which is just an old drill with a little rubber drum. Hopefully this will fit. This is the biggest one I have. Alright, so now we'll take a 320 grit. Then we'll move to 600 and then 1000. There's our 320. Get my exhaust fan over here. Suck up all that dust. Even this up on the end. There we go. And now we'll go to 1000. We'll smooth it out real nice. Alright, so now we turn it over and work on this side, make it nice and smooth and even. Got away from me. Take the same line. No, it's not. There's some 320. Alright, I think that's looking pretty good now. So let's find some 600 grit. I think that's the 600, yep. And then we'll go to 1,000. We need to adjust the camera. Let's see. Yep. Almost forgot. This is looking pretty. Boy, this is going to shine up really nice. It's already starting to look pretty shiny. Get the reed. Shine at the cut side now. Okay, now we'll get the inside. There's my magnet. Pick up all this steel wool dust. Steel wool just kind of disintegrates. Keep my magnet handy. Look at that. We'll hit the inside. Turn this guy off. Let's check size now and see what all this sanding has done to our size. It was kind of a tight 12, so we'll see. Well, it's gone up to 12 1/4. That's okay. I'll just put this in the reducer and just reduce the edges down a little bit, kind of round it anyway. Let's give it a good look. So, I have to move back over to the other side. Alright, so now we'll find the right size there. It looks pretty good. And I'm going to go ahead and lubricate that a little bit with some coconut oil. Now this is not going to take much, just a very slight press. And that'll get us back down to 12 and kind of round off that edge a little bit. Okay. Put this on there to protect that edge. Okay, looks even. Alright, so now just a little bit. Kind of hard to tell with that rubber pad on there. Let's check it. No, it didn't do much. Okay, here we go. If we go down below 12, we can always put it on the stretcher and open it back up. Okay, that got us right on the money. Alright, so I put that ring in the ultrasonic cleaner and cleaned it up, preparing the surface for polishing. I'm going to use this Mother's matte aluminum polish. It does a really nice job on silver. So we'll take and put some on this microfiber towel, and we'll start working. Yeah, this looks real nice. The detail is nice and crisp. Nothing's been flattened out. If you're not careful, when you put it in that Swedish wrap dye, you can flatten it out, flatten the details out. That's what the tape does. It protects that detail. If it wasn't for that tape, it would just mash the detail down flat, or almost flat, ruin it. Starting to shine up pretty nice. So I'm making this ring for a gentleman named Patrick. Patrick, I hope you like your ring when it's done. I think it's going to look pretty nice. Oh boy, look at that thing shine up. Beautiful. If I do say so myself. Okay, let's get the inside. Last thing I want to do now is drop this thing. That has happened to me before. It's not fun. It's looking good. And let's work on that inside a little bit more. It's kind of hard to get the inside looking as shiny as the outside. Almost impossible, actually, because of the bend of the metal inward. On the outside, it's easy to get down inside all the detail and shine it up, and on the inside, it's really a chore. And we'll just keep polishing it until that black goes away. Yeah, black is starting to disappear now. Almost. What's it look like? Yeah, that's looking good. Looking real nice. Okay, now we'll switch over to a nice clean towel and buff it up. I need to clean my hands though. If I can get underneath that rim. It's kind of a hard area. Alright, so now to finish it, I use these Connoisseur disposable wipes. Now, Patrick, if you want to keep the ring nice and shiny, you can go to Walmart and pick up some of these guys. It's the only place I know you can get them. Man, it's shining up nice. Let's see if I can get underneath that rim. Yeah, you can see the dark there. So I think we're just about done here with this one. Thanks for the order, Patrick. I do definitely appreciate it. Hope you like your ring. This is pure silver, so you know it's relatively soft, so be careful with it. And there we go. Size 12 American Silver Eagle. Beautiful. All right, that's it, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please give it a like and give me a follow. It would really help. Thanks, everyone. Have a great day.